So, you want to learn lucid dreaming, huh? Great! Some of you may already have had this happen to you. It's very natural. If you say, well, I don't dream, then you're wrong. Everybody dreams. It's just you don't remember, that's all. So before we learn to lucid dream, we must remember our dreams. Do you know that dreaming has been given great importance and respect since the ancient times? In the 8th century, the Tibetan Book of the Dead described a form of yoga designed to become conscious while dreaming. For those of you that don't know what lucid dreaming is, let me quickly explain. It's when one becomes aware that they are dreaming and thus can navigate at will around their own unique dreamscape. For example, you may be dreaming about walking in a park on a glorious day. The sun is shining, and you go to a familiar spot to feed the pigeons. You then look up and see another nearby pigeon on a branch. But wait! It's holding a camera and filming you. This seems really strange to you, and me too. You then contemplate for a brief moment, and then, poof! You realize you say, oh, I'm dreaming. You think, wow, now I'm lucid in my dream. I can do just about anything. Then you have a great adventure.
Okay. Depending on your outlook in life, you can do many things such as walk through walls, fly over high buildings, have a sexual encounter, confront deep fears, work out a complex problem, learn special skills, and talk with a deceased loved one. There are endless experiences available for dream self-exploration.
So come and join me now and let's look at the facts with Dr. Lucid. So before we look at the techniques, I'd like to show you what pre-preparation we can do as lucid dreamers to maximize our chances. Remember, this preparation should not be for a short time, but to be always a part of your daily routine. Here goes. Eat lighter and incorporate a more vegetable-based diet. Try not to eat after 6 to 7 p.m. if you can. Drink hot lemon tea first and last thing at night by squeezing half a lemon in hot water. This will raise the frequency of your energy body. No caffeine. You can use green tea instead. It will increase lucidity because it is comprised with 2 chemical compounds, L-glutamine and L-theanine. Say no to nightcaps, as this will completely stunt your dreaming. Add turmeric and a pinch of nutmeg to your cooking. This will increase dream recall and vividness even more. Go easy on the nutmeg though. Make sure your sleeping sanctuary is an inviting haven, so you can look forward to sleeping. Make sure you have a comfy mattress, pillow, and plenty of fresh air flowing throughout the room. Use jasmine or wild sage to fragrance your bedroom. Place a few drops of lavender essential oil on your pillow for a more relaxed and deeper sleep. Record all your dreams into a journal. Use it only for your dreams, and use the same pen. You can place it onto your nightstand. Write your entries in the present tense, and make sure to include anything that stands out, like colors, objects, and emotions. Especially how you felt upon awakening. This is very important. Here's my journal if you wish to copy my layout. Make sure you make this a daily lifestyle habit, yeah? If your dream recall is not that much right now, you must at least record 2 weeks worth of daily dreaming before proceeding to the techniques given. This is incredibly essential and with patience will bring you a strong foundation into lucid dreaming. Oh yes, by now you should be performing regular reality checks throughout the day and before you sleep at night. Try and aim to do this every hour. The more you do in a day, the more chance you have in being successful. Especially if something strange happens.
We're dreaming?
You're actually in the middle of the workshop right now, sleeping. This is your first lesson in shared dreaming. Stay calm.
This is probably the most important preparation if we are to be triggered into lucidity. Here are some suggestions. Jump up and down and see if you float. Ask yourself, am I dreaming? And jump up and down. If you float back down to the ground, then you know you're in a dream. Check a digital watch every time it beeps. Set an hourly chime, and when it beeps, ask yourself, am I dreaming? Check your hands. Study your palms for 5 minutes and ask yourself repeatedly, am I dreaming? Question your reality. Throughout the entire day, observe your surroundings with great detail and see it as another type of vivid dream, even when talking to someone. Okay, so let's get on with the techniques now. Lucid dreaming can be achieved either from the waking state or the dream state. Within these two categories are different variations of method. Here is the list of methods and I will explain each one. Up first is the DILD or DILD, which means Dream-Induced Lucid Dream. The Dream-Induced Lucid Dream method is the most basic and common form of lucid dreaming. If you are a beginner or someone that doesn't have many lucid dreams, then I suggest you start with this method first. This will bring you a strong platform for progressing naturally within your dream studies. Like the pigeon lady, she had the DILD. It can happen to you spontaneously in the dream. She noticed something that stood out, and her lucidity was then triggered. This is caused by training our awareness to become more attuned to strange anomalies that could happen throughout our physical day. Please note, the DILD can be used as a foundational method for all techniques, so use this with others, okay? Number 1. Work on building your dream recall. Make sure you have a good amount of dream entries using your dream journals. Number 2. Meditate in the day and before you sleep. We need to calm our busy minds in order to gain focus. It will triple your awareness in order to be successful. This is highly important, even if it's only for 20 or 30 minutes long. If you meditate just before you sleep, it becomes highly effective. Number 3. Perform your daily reality checks. It doesn't matter which one you use, just use the one that works best for you or combine them. This is how you will recognize that you are dreaming within the dream state. Number 4. As you fall asleep, you can choose one of the following phrases to firmly place the intention in your mind. For example, I will know when I am dreaming, or I will lucid dream, or I will question if I'm awake or dreaming, or I will do a reality check. Say this over and over until you fall asleep. Okay, up next we have MILD, or Mnemonic Induction of Lucid Dreams. This is a variation of DILD, so please still use the methods as mentioned before. Dr. Stephen LaBerge discovered this and has great books available for you to buy. Number 1. Wake up naturally after a dream. Number 2. Recall what happened in the dream. Make sure not to move straight away as this will disturb your dream memory. Number 3. Now write down your experience in your dream journals. If you're having trouble to remember, just write down a few things. No problem. How did you feel when you woke up? Number 4. Lay back down and drift while still holding the memory of the dream in your mind. Number 5. Visualize being back in the dream and drift off to sleep. You will then fall into a lucid dream. Up next is one of my personal favorites, the DEILD, or Dream Exit Initiated Lucid Dream. This particular variation is fairly straightforward. We basically wake up naturally from a dream and immediately don't move. Not even a little. Moving will disturb your dream body and make it harder for you to fall into lucidity. By not moving and repeating the mantra, I am now in a lucid dream, over and over, within just a few minutes you will feel tingling all over your body and fall into a lucid dream. So, to clarify, the DEILD method is: Number 1. Whilst in bed at night, set your intention to not move when awakening after a dream. Say a few times with belief until it is firmly in your mind. Now sleep. Number 2. Awaken naturally from your subconscious and don't move. Your subconscious mind will listen to your body and naturally awaken you after a dream, depending you setting the previous intention. Please, do not move. Number 3. Say to yourself, I'm now in a lucid dream, repeatedly, like a mantra. It must be immediately after awakening and drift back to sleep. Please note, when awakening, try not to get too excited. It may take a few nights to accomplish this, so don't give up. It will happen, trust me. Up next, we have the Wake Back to Bed method, or WBTB. This is pretty popular, but not so much for the people that don't like to wake up in the early hours. You know who you are. But this is highly reliable and for me works every time. Again, accompany this method with daily reality checks. So how is WBTB done? Okay, number 1. Go to bed and set the intention of becoming lucid in your dreams. Say a mantra that we use for the DILD method. Number 2. Wake up after 6 hours of sleep. Try and aim for waking up naturally at 4 a.m., which means in bed for 10. This is a very mystical time of the day around 4 a.m., so we should use it to our advantage. Number 3. Meditate or read about lucid dreaming for 30 minutes. Using the bathroom is a good idea at this stage. Use dim lighting or no lighting. Number 4. Now lay back down into bed with your intention to be lucid in your dreams and sleep. So now we move into a different category of method. Lucid dreaming directly from a waking state. We call this a wake-initiated lucid dream. Or, yes you guessed it, a WILD. This has been labeled the holy grail of techniques. It's powerful yet challenging to accomplish, and we don't break our consciousness. Once mastered, you can wild and have lucidity every day. You basically relax and have no external disturbances and maintain your focus all the way until you transition. Some may relate this to astral projection and out-of-body experience. And in how to prepare and accomplish this vast method, I suggest using this website called DreamViews, link at the bottom. They have a great description in the wake-initiated lucid dream, and will teach you the preparations correctly. To conclude now, I would like to give you some excellent tips and tricks. I call this next one Lucid Muscle. I call it this because it really gives your dream studies some real muscle. When you're resting in bed at night and you set your intentions, try and stretch your awareness even more by closing your eyes and remain conscious. You should start to see patterns and funny shapes. Don't be alarmed. This is normal. See if you can recognize the image and observe it. When you see something familiar, recognize it and let it go. Don't put yourself into the image, just observe. Do this form of hypnagogic imagery for as long as you need. This is really effective and is part of my daily evening routine. Try it out. Another tip is to use a particular stone called Labradorite, also known as the Stone of Prophetic Dreams. Just by placing this magical stone under your pillow every night, you will receive incredibly vivid and meaningful dreams. Even carrying the stone with you in the day can energize your dream body and you can become more psychic. Please check the link for more information. See you next time!